time!
Movie time.
Hey!
50th anniversary movie time! I feel like we need a really special movie to talk about.
Which movie would that be?
Something big and giant.
Is there
like
something
big, friendly giant?
Like Big Friendly Giant.
something perhaps that just has initials instead of
BFG!
It's my BFG.
Thought I turned it off. Sorry, guys.
It's all good because we saw BFG. Well, I did. I took my girls to see BFG and they watched the whole thing.
The entire thing.
The whole movie.
It must be really good then.
Was it
I
full
thought it was really good.
Was it full of amazing special effects?
It was
Yes.
really cute.
Was it everything
really
you'd expect out of a
good
Spielberg
special
film?
effect. Yeah, it was like it's like this generation's E.T. I think.
Whoa!
That's a powerful statement.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, wait.
That's a powerful statement.
Well,
Especially considering technically E.T.'s not even our E.T. anymore.
no, what happened to
Well,
E.T.?
they changed it.
They did.
They digitally altered E.T.
Man.
What? Why
Yeah.
would you do that?
They removed the guns and made them walkie-talkies and flashlights.
Oh yeah, they did that on the ride too.
They scrubbed it.
That's not nice.
Well, BFG had plenty of giants.
Plenty of giants.
Are
Maybe, I don't know, a total of 10?
10.
Are they
10?
all good or all bad?
9 like to eat people and 1 is a vegetarian.
Those are not good odds, people.
He's a butcher.
But he wins.
He prepares the food for the other.
He was the runt of the litter.
Yeah. But
So
he
he was
adorable.
wee by giant stature.
He was. He's like me compared to you guys. Just kidding.
Maybe, a little bit.
What are you talking about? We're the same size, aren't we?
So she's a vegetarian is what she's trying to say.
It's like 2.5 nerds.
I love the scene when he
Adorable.
crawls into Buckingham Palace to have breakfast with the Queen. That was really funny and cute and all that good stuff. But there was another movie that's very timely for the 4th of July. The Purge. Nothing says 4th of July like The Purge.
Right?
That's
Especially
true.
if it's election day. I mean,
Right?
go America.
The third Purge in the series, and I have to say, just as good as the other two. Very Purge-alicious.
Yeah.
I'm just getting going on these Purge movies. Is this new one in the same vein? Is it?
It's totally different. This one, it has the same aspect. People die, yeah, but
Wow.
it's just you learn
Yeah,
more.
it's a thing.
You learn more about it. Like you learn
Get
the
background.
founding fathers and
That's cool. I like that.
more
'Cause that
ridiculous outfits that you're
Something
gonna
I
see
noticed
on
from the
Halloween.
first movie is you want to know those things. It's like, tell me more about the history.
Oh, you actually see the founding fathers, and they actually do one of the Purge sacrifice. Spoiler alert! Sorry guys, but you should already have watched it by now. It's your fault. But it's actually a really good movie. It's about the senator. She becomes something.
She
I'm
wants
not going
to,
to spoil
she
it
wants to
all
become
for you.
president and end the Purge.
But he
And
just
there are people
did
who
it.
don't want that to happen. You know, like somebody wants to become president now, and there are people who don't want that to happen.
It happens.
So, I enjoy the Purge movies from a sociological perspective first.
Well, yeah, there's a lot
Because
of
I look at the premise and I'm like,
significance in there, you know?
this is a really intriguing premise. It may, in fact, solve the problems that it was intended to solve, however, at what cost. And I feel like it's
Exactly.
almost kind of like what the Nazis kind of did to Germany. Like, they convinced them to do these horrible things for...
We saw how quick that got out of hand.
Yeah, for a better thing. And for a little while, things probably improved in Germany until, you know, we came and messed up their plans. But
Oh,
for good reason.
darn.
But I mean,
If it weren't for those meddling kids.
You get more rules about the Purge, because after watching the first movie, right? After watching the first movie, my first thought was I would just go on vacation that week and leave the country.
but then you have to pay to go on vacation. Just like you have to pay double for Purge insurance. Like you pay for Purge insurance, and then the day before the Purge, the people call and be like, "Oh, you owe us $14,000 more, $25,000 for more Purge insurance." And of course, you're not gonna have the money in time. So everyone's doomed for their local business to be purged, and broken into, and burned down, and
So it's
all
just
of
like
that
real
jazz.
insurance then.
I think
For
yeah,
real?
exactly.
Like when a
Completely
flood
useless.
is or a hurricane's about to come.
Hey, you're
Right.
insured until something
Oh, I'm
actually
sorry,
happens.
that's not covered.
Right?
Purge insurance does not cover actual purge activities.
Here's your flood insurance. Does not actually cover flood damage.
So, 2 movies, nothing alike.
No.
Big Friendly Giant and The Purge.
You have two different.
Kind of polar opposites there.
Yeah.
But go see them both and say hi, because people need somebody to say hi to them
And
sometimes.
smile. Be happy.
And be creepy and wear a mask.
Don't wear a mask. That's a bad idea, going to the movies wearing a mask.
No,
Don't listen to Steve.
you can't go into public buildings wearing masks anymore. No, they don't like that.
Maybe for the Suicide Squad, but prepare to take off your mask.
And there's a helpful tip.
You're
We'll see you
welcome.
next time. Dude, it's our 50th show.
50 shows.
50 Nerd Bar lives.
Are you sure? I don't remember doing 50
I can't believe it. It was a dare just 3 years ago, and now we're doing 50 shows. Yeah, right? And in 50 shows, we have yet to really take our audience out and see a little bit of Myrtle Beach. So let's get out of this studio and go check it out right now. Come on, let's go! Here we go. Here's the chariot. Let's hit it. Myrtle Beach. Woo!
So here we are,
Yes.
driving around the beach.
Yes.
Second hottest day of the year, and we decided to shoot outside for our 50th
It
show.
is 102 degrees.
102. Can you believe it? Oh, check it out. Let's Ripley's Believe It or Not.
I don't believe it, Steve.
I can't believe it either.
But it's
you know
right
what?
there in front of me. It's kind of hard not to believe it. Seeing is believing.
Look how cool that is. It's a Myrtle Beach institution.
Beach's Corner. Oh, giant hot dogs.
Best hot dogs ever.
You know what they like in the Peaches Corner? They like to talk about The Walking Dead.
You know. Oh look, there's the sky wheel. You know,
Big wheel in the sky.
it's a great place to see the entire beach. The sky wheel, that's where it's at.
You ever been to Myrtle Beach? You know about Broadway at the beach.
This is where all the cool stuff happens.
Yeah, there's shops, restaurants, bars, kids attractions, rides. This is where all your money goes. It's a giant money magnet. TV time, TV party tonight.
TV party at
Like-
Broadway.
Hey, TV party tonight!
What's up?
It's the 50th anniversary TV party, so you know what that means. It's the middle of the summer and anything.
So what we'll be reviewing for television is us.
We are the best thing on television, but not the entire country gets to see it. So you guys are lucky.
Yet.
And you're so lucky you could win stuff if you go down here and support the show right there below Ashley's knees. But I have been watching the Shannara Chronicles on Netflix.
What?
Yeah, I knew it was
How
coming
is
out.
How that is.
It's like Game of Thrones light. It's MTV's version of Game of Thrones.
So
Okay,
half the
so it's
killing
like
and
PG-13.
93 less percent sex.
There's a little blood. There's a lot of, teen love thing. Boys without their shirts on and girls going, ooh.
So Twilight.
So it's a little Twilight angsty.
It's cool. So
Teens
it's
adults don't mix.
future post-apocalyptic Earth. The humans are still around, but now we have elves, dwarves, gnomes,
Cool.
goblins,
The
things
whole,
like that.
spectrum.
Yeah, it's
like
like
this.
everything went back to the old
That
times.
sounds awesome.
The elves have this magical tree that keeps demons at bay, but the tree's dying, and every time a leaf falls off a tree, a new demon is released into the world. So there's a mission to save the tree.
I might
So
have
this
to
is
check that
really
out.
about supernatural gardening.
Supernatural gardening is exactly what it's about.
Well, when you put it like that.
This is based on a series of books, right?
Yeah, I think there's at least 3 books. I think it was a trilogy. Didn't read them, don't care, love the show.
I was gonna say, how does it compare? Apparently, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, didn't read them, don't care.
Show is so good, doesn't matter.
Like the show. Yeah, the show's cool. Especially when you see like elves and dwarves and gnomes and demons
Oh my.
with the,
Hanging out at the mall,
with the backdrop of the ruins of the civilization
like
that we
Halloween
know.
Town?
ruins of the mall.
It starts off where no one believes in magic until the magic starts happening. Isn't that the way it always happens?
Yeah, pretty much.
She's not buying into the magic until you take her into the room where the magic happens.
Oh my god.
Then she's all into the magic. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm halfway through the first season. It's on Netflix, so go Netflix it. If you happen to catch it on MTV, good for you. I don't know if there's going to be a season 2 or not. I don't know how I rate it, but I'm enjoying it on Netflix. And Manu Bennett is in it. Is that guy going to be in everything now?
Is he gonna be the new Johnny Depp?
He's a druid. Unlike the lame druid you have in your D&D party, he's a powerful, cool druid who can just ball up his fist and make people fly out of the way. So.
Is he really
Druids
that
are
cool?
awesome.
He hasn't
I
been to
mean-
XCon yet.
What was it?
Dustin Johnson from Coastal Carolina won the U.S. Open. Now, he wasn't playing for Coastal. He's been pro for a while now. But Coastal Carolina University won the national championship in baseball. Not for the little schools. The whole enchilada. All of it. They beat the ACC, the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, the Pac-12.
For real, for real.
They beat anybody you put in front of them. They won. They went all the way, and they won, and they beat Arizona, and they are national champions. And little old Myrtle Beach can't be happier.
And there was blue donuts because of them.
And
Teal.
blue donuts.
Teal, blue.
Teal?
When I saw that final pitch thrown, and the guy from Arizona swung and missed, and that meant Coastal won the national championship, there was a lot of dust getting in my face at that moment. I had a Rudy moment. I was like, oh, it's like watching Rudy. Hey, if you're a guy, you know Rudy is our chick flick. We have one. It's called Rudy. And that's it.
Shh. Don't divulge all of our secrets.
If you're a nerdy guy, you still don't know what I'm
Ixnay.
talking about. The guy from Lord of the Rings is in a movie before that where he plays football.
And the Goonies.
It's about
The
sports. Sorry,
Goonies.
guys.
He's wee like in Lord of the
It's a
Rings, but
sports
they let
movie.
him play like one down in football, and everyone cries.
Oh my god.
It's a thing.
We got some 50 partying to do, so.
Toodles.
Yes, I've been watching that. And Bob's Burgers. I'm trying to watch every episode of Bob's Burgers. Because, you know, when that first came out, I wasn't all into Bob's Burgers. But
You know,
now-
when it first came out, I hated it. But now that it's come on again, I find myself watching it anytime it's on TV.
Yeah, I think it's the updated Simpsons.
And I may or may not have the Fleece Louise bunny hat.
Oh, he has it. He totally has it. I've seen him wear it. It's a thing.
There may or may not be pictures of me on Facebook wearing it.
He's got it. So, you guys need to check those out. Bob's Burgers, Shannara, and Nothing, because that's what Steve brought to the table today.
Well, you know, at some point, things that I watch will start coming on TV again.
Oh, look, that's Wonderworks behind us.
I'm in a little break right now.
Or as we call it in town, the Upside Down
The Upside
House.
Down House.
Yes. Every kid in town calls it the Upside Down House, which is why they built it upside down, so every kid in town would call it the Upside Down House.
And ask their parents to go to it.
Yes, and it is
Dollars.
it is worth it if you have kids. I would say ages 7 and up. It's a good attraction. There's lots to do. You can spend hours in there.
They got
entertaining
laser
yourself.
tag. It's awesome.
They do have laser tag.
Laser tag.
And that's the laser tag where my daughters and I beat the Marines mercilessly. Yeah, that's a word.
Mercilessly.
Sorry, Semper Fi and all that, but you were no
Yeah.
match for a
Hoorah.
7-year-old and an 8-year-old properly trained in the art of laser tag.
Oh,
Lake Broadway.
look. Lake Broadway, even more zip line.
Home of the radioactive park.
lots of cool, like, boat rides and giant inflatable things that you can play in.
Those fish will eat your face. Do not swim in that lake.
The fish want your moon. They gonna get you.
Now, you may not know, we're going to pass Hard Rock Cafe. It's getting ready to get torn down. Yes.
I'm a little bluesy about that.
The pyramid is coming down. Now, we're still going to have a Hard Rock Cafe.
I'm a
We're
little
gonna have
sad. Here, check the pyramid out.
Yeah, get a picture of it while you still can.
Here it is.
It's going down.
It's a really cool thing, and I can't believe they're going to tear it out of here, but, you know, progress. I guess that's what we call that.
That is Broadway at the beach and TV time. And we will catch you later.
Myrtle Beach Bulletin currently has the ability to reach out to over 50,000 locals throughout the Grand Strand. Contact us to be listed as a top pick like Marsh Walk Water Sports, the safest and most affordable rentals on the Grand Strand. The Olive Shop, fine purveyors of olive products, tasters welcome. Myrtle's Inlet Seafood, voted #1 seafood store on the Grand Strand. Bistro 90, casual fine dining of Italian and American cuisine. Like our Facebook page to enter for our monthly giveaways. Get your name out there with the future of advertising. Myrtle Beach Bulletin.
Comics! Dude, for our 50th, I thought we should do some trade paperbacks.
That's a good idea.
But before we get into some trade paperbacks, reminding you of some favorites you may have forgotten about, there is one new comic out that I have to show you because it's awesome. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Come on, get close to the TV. Come on, get in closer. Here it comes.
Boom.
The Flintstones. Look at that. Look at that artwork. Man, you can't get any cooler than that right there. So, along the vein of the new Scooby-Doo launch, they've made kind of an adult-ish
This is
Flintstone story.
Kind of a thing. The cartoons that we grew up watching are all turning into adultish comics now.
And I have to say, it's really good. I didn't think it would be, but it's really good. You need to get this.
I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't.
So, Flintstones, there you have it. I've been watching AMC. Have you been keeping up with Preacher? Well, if you want to know where it all started, bam! Preacher Volume 1 trade paperback. Now, this isn't a new comic. This has been out for a while.
A long time.
A long time. But, right here, you can get into the know of what's going on.
Varies from the TV show.
You can get this at your local comic shop. You can get it from our comic shop. You could probably get Barnes & Noble or Books A Million or Amazon to get you one.
Maybe.
But it wouldn't be nearly as cool as getting it at your local comic shop because we want to support local comic shops or you won't have a local comic shop anymore.
Store.
All right? All right, Steve, you got a couple of your favorites here. So what are we looking at?
Umbrella Academy, Apocalypse Suite.
I love that. Now tell me about the writer and why that's so hot.
Well, Gerard Way, who most of you know is a musician, actually made the crossover to a comic book writer, and Gabriel Ba just does really cool art. We love it.
And Gerard Way was a singer for My Chemical Romance. My Chemical Romance fans. I've read this at your request, and I liked every minute of it, and the follow-up one called Dallas.
Yeah, they're both really great. You get like some alternate history in them. There's a lot of cool stuff in these books. It's an interesting style. Obviously, it's a different writing style than you're used to, but it really works.
So this is an instant classic. Not because of who wrote it. It's just really a cool story.
Yeah, everything about it. The characters are iconic. the merchandise that comes out of this thing. All the characters have different logos. They make patches and buttons and magnets and all kinds of great stuff.
So check out Umbrella Academy.
It really just grabs you.
Not to be confused with Umbrella Corp.
No, a little bit different.
Just a little.
A little bit different.
Smidge. All right.
Quite the same thing.
I saw these hit the shelf the other day, and I got a little excited. So why don't you tell us about these?
Well, this is the best of both worlds for me because it's about the Sandman characters, which are my favorite, and it's by Jill Thompson, one of my favorite artists. Each one of these is hand-drawn and hand-painted, and she doesn't play around. They're actually painted in watercolor.
So are these new? Or
These are actually fresh printings of books that have already existed.
These books existed before.
Yes.
Just this is a new format.
Mm-hmm.
And they're adorable.
They are adorable.
Adorable. There you have it. There's a new word.
But the Little Endless characters appeared as kind of a filler and then took off as all baby versions of everything do, it seems. And they're great. They're great books. They're amazing illustrations. The stories are good. It's a great way to get a little levity in what is usually a pretty serious comic book.
Now, are they kid appropriate?
Um,
They're kid stylized, but are they kid appropriate?
well, it's a Vertigo thing, so you might want to look through them first before you choose these for story time at night. I don't know if it's...
Depends on who your kids are.
It's not for everybody's children.
And how you're raising your kids, right? All right, well, that's all the new stuff we have to show you, although some of the new stuff was really old stuff that we thought you should see again.
Because it's important.
I do need to make mention of another iconic comic book character who's about to change, sort of.
Has nothing to do with Hydra.
No. Captain America, I still believe in you, brother. Bendis is writing the new Invincible Iron Man and Fallout from Civil War 2. Iron Man's going to hang up his suit. But don't fret. There is a 15-year-old African-American girl at MIT who's built her own suit. And Tony Stark is going to take notice and bring her in as a protege. And Riri is her name. Will be the new Iron Person.
Iron Being.
Iron Person, yeah. I think they're going to refer to her as Iron Man for a while, but it may change. So Bendis has got a track record of taking classic characters and changing them up like he did with Spider-Man. He created the Miles Morales.
Because he do what he want.
Yeah, so Iron Man fans, don't fret. Tony Stark isn't dead or he hasn't changed genders. He's just got a protege who happens to be a 15-year-old African-American girl named Riri.
That's interesting.
With a really cool fro. I don't know how she can get the fro into that helmet. But
maybe she designed her suit around that.
Maybe. But I still have high hopes. And Bendis is a good writer, so I trust him to do good stuff with this. Maybe it'll spark some new life into a character that kind of ran flat after the movies.
Look, there's only so much you can do with that character. And they've done, I think, just about all of it.
No, you can always keep him drunk and hitting on women, and I'll read it.
So, I thought they were moving away from that. Let's move him away from that.
That would be their mistake. Don't. At some point,
yeah, well, we all saw Iron Man 3.
She's 15, so he better not be inappropriate with her. But
that's probably not going down a good road there.
All right, that wrap for comics. All right, guys. It's time for a public service announcement.
What's going on?
This is this thing called Pokemon Go. As you can see, it's a little dangerous.
Yeah?
I know it sounds cool, virtual reality, walk around your world and find Pokemon, but I see people getting shot. I see car wrecks happening. I see people walking off of cliffs.
Is that the reason somebody walked off the pier last week?
Could be. There must have been a Pokemon out in the ocean and they had to get to it.
Seems like an extremely bad idea.
So, hey, Pokemon Go is a big no. I'd have to say, come up with a better way to do that. It sounds cool, right? It sounds cool.
Well, sure.
Until you get sued when people run into each other.
Accidentally walk into a wood chipper. I mean, come on.
Right? So, have fun with your Pokemon Go.
Let's seriously, Pokemon people, who decided to put Squirtle on a wood chipper?
All right, look, I can't. People are going to play it anyway. So just let me say this. Emergency rooms, get ready for Pokemon Go injuries.
This is going to be where the zombie apocalypse
And random mature people, if you see someone wandering in your backyard in the middle of the night doing this, don't shoot them. Help them find the Pokemon and get them out of your yard. And that's all we have to say. And knowing is half the battle.
Whenever we're at Myrtle Beach and we're not hitting the waves in the beautiful sand and jumping the shark just like the Fonz, we like to go slaughter some innocent souls down at the Nerd Bar. Nerd Bar!